Welcome to SRP, the most detailed and comprehensive recreation of the Shutoko Expressway ever made. Is a fan-made project that's been in development for the past 8 years and is available now completely free of charge. Nowhere else will you find a more true-to-life replica of the iconic highway immortalized by the underground street racing culture of Japan in the 80s, 90s and early 2000s, the place where the lore of the Midnight Club first began. By now, you've likely seen this map circulating the internet in some way, shape or form, with exotic cars weaving through dense traffic, or in some video titled
Assetto Corsa RTX on Max Graphics.
And over the years, the map has become somewhat of an entry-level tech demo for first-time Assetto Corsa modders, showcasing the full extent of what can be achieved within the game engine. However, due to the unforgiving nature of the simulation physics, the vast majority of racers don't usually stick around in the official SRP servers for long, opting for other servers or games where the learning curve is less difficult. Despite the difficulty, a small but highly skilled core player base has remained within the SRP community, honing their skills in the hopes of experiencing even just a small portion of what it was like to race on this highway in the golden era of Japan's street racing scene. Today, SRP has become a spiritual home of sorts for Wangan racing culture, creating a space for sim racers to test their abilities in ways that cannot be found anywhere else. And who better to have as our virtual tour guide than the legendary street racer himself, Bunta Fujiwara. Today we're doing a bit of time attack over on C1 Outer in the Evo 5 with the intention of showcasing the level of ability required to post a competitive time on the SRP leaderboards. For those of you who aren't familiar, SRP servers allow for over 40 players to simultaneously compete across 14 different timed circuit layouts with real-time leaderboards linked to a server-wide ranking system. There's also a 1v1 battle system for those seeking a more confronting PvP experience. The reason time attack is so challenging here is not just the driving alone. There are many variables to be considered, making this one of the most challenging and dynamic experiences possible in sim racing, but also one of the most rewarding. You will need to learn to navigate AI traffic, which adds an element of RNG that most of the time is beyond your control. If the server you're in is populated, you'll also want to keep an eye on other players, which a lot of the time can be much less predictable than AI traffic. Both of these things are skills that can't really be learnt until you have a solid grasp of the car you're driving. Speaking of which, you're also going to need a tune, as basically all the cars have tunes that are suboptimal by default. You can maybe get lucky and snag a good one from the setup exchange, but in the long term, the more reliable option here is always going to be learning how to make one yourself so that you have a thorough understanding of how your tune will affect the car's handling and why. And of course, regardless of the car you're in, the other players around you, and the traffic RNG, it's also going to be important to familiarize yourself with the track so that you can attack the blind corners with confidence, because all it takes is the slightest amount of contact to completely invalidate your entire lap. When it comes to track knowledge, many of the experienced drivers have been racing this circuit since before the AI traffic mod was even added to the game, so definitely consider getting in some practice either offline or in the no traffic server if you want to catch up faster. I know it's less exciting, but trust me, it'll pay off. With all that in mind, it's probably no surprise that many players still wind up crashing out on turn 1, and if that's you, please uninstall the game. Just joking. Yeah, I can 100% guarantee you that every experienced driver was the exact same at one point in time, so just keep learning, bro, keep grinding, and just like in Dark Souls, I promise you that the practice will pay off, and when it does, it's gonna be so satisfying. A majority of the players aren't even time attacking anyway, most are just cruising or learning, and at the end of the day, the more active players there are in the community, the better the gameplay will be as a whole, because the multiplayer experience is ultimately what we're all here for. Otherwise, everyone would just be playing single player offline. Anyway, I could definitely go on about this for hours on end, so how about we just get into some gameplay and I can show you what I'm talking about. cooking this thing. I do feel like I have like a bit of pace in me. Oops. Alright, we'll try make some tweaks, see what we can do, alignment wise. Sway bar changes seem to have made a difference. Bro, that thing just spawned in on me too. I tuned it to like rotate more, but honestly I'll settle for more like, just more grip. Can't even get a clean lap in.
Oh my god. Oh hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Finally a clean sector 1. Not the fastest. No! God damn it. That might have been my PB. Oh well, just goes to show we are improving our current pace. Oh God. Hold on. Leaderboard, powder, this car. Let's have a look. Where am I? 421, yeah, so I beat my PB. So we are making improvements here. Let me just... I think what I'm noticing is that under deceleration, the rear becomes a bit unstable. Actually, maybe it's the brake bias. One or the other, can't quite tell. Whoa! Alright, mentally reset. Come on. Let's get this lap in and this godforsaken Evo. Come on, I'm on a good pace right now. Seems like the split is going to be goated. Oh, 129 again, okay, it's alright. Oh, that sucks. This sucks. Whoa! That was close. Oh God. What? I don't know how I survived that. No, spray tan! What would it have been? 421, so nothing special. invalid. Oh my god, and now I'm invalidating off the mark. No! I'm just so deep in this PB. I know I can get it. I'm too stubborn to move on. Yeah, this one's strange because it handles slightly differently. Like you need to be on gas. You need to be on throttle, otherwise you'll understeer more. And I got the best of both worlds and the worst of both worlds. Oh man, and I invalidated. Sick. Nah! That's crazy! Again? Again? Really getting comfortable with this thing, but even so, there is only so much a man can do. Oh. Oh. That was a sketchy one. Oh, not another one. Sorry, bro. Yep, we got through. Oh, meow, bro. That was my inside line. Oh, you're joking. I have a 421 valid. I've gotten like 419 about 3 times now. 2 times, maybe 3 times. 415 is crazy. 15 is crazy. But if I get 19, I'm in at least 5th. I'm getting like 2-3 spots minimum. And I know I can pull it off. I just keep kind of getting... It's a combination of me just sucking ass, but also been a couple of situations where people have sort of teleported in front of me and put me in a bit of a pickle. So the Evo she is a cruel mistress, and she does not want to give me my PR that I've been hunting for several laps now, probably like 30 laps with grinding. Oh my god. Oh, that sucks. Oh. That was a horrible spawn. You couldn't ask for a worse spawn. That was terrifying. What's the screen tearing? Another 130 flat? Oh, push it. Oh, God. This has got to be it. Yeah. You got to like it. Next Evo. Be nice. Be nice, you absolute dog of a car. Oh, that was close. That was close. I don't know how. I don't think I'm slow down it. I'm not saying I do. I'm already anyways, so. That race is an asshole. There it is. What do we got? 420? Yuck! All that? For a half a second? Alright, I have a plan. We take a moment to enjoy our minor improvement. We have a bit of a spectation session. Alright, we're gonna have a bit of a spectate. Take a moment. Just take a moment. We went from 421.84, 421.84 to 420.83. We got one spot. We win. We took out Blacksmith by 0.4 of a second. A minor improvement, but an improvement nonetheless. Okay, before editing that footage, I think I must have been grinding for a good 6 hours at least, so I hope that gives you a good idea of how punishing the time attack experience can really be. As you can probably tell, I wasn't really happy with the outcome, and after sleeping on it I came back off stream, made a few more tweaks to the tune, and smashed out a valid lap in a much shorter amount of time. I think the moral of the story here is don't be afraid to sleep on it, because eventually I did manage to achieve a substantial increase on my PB, which some might even say was worth it in the end, but I'll let you be the judge. Let's take a look at the lap and see how it went. So after all of that, I still only managed to get 5th position on the leaderboards, which should give you guys an idea of just how sweaty some of the drivers are over here at SRP. There's some real aliens over here for sure. Hopefully this video inspires some new drivers to come and take a shot at the challenge. Don't forget to go check out my controller script video if you don't have a sim rig set up. It's been a few weeks between uploads, but don't forget I'm not just driving, I'm editing the stream, recording and editing the cinematics on top of rigging my avatars for motion capture and voice acting, all in the small amount of spare time I do have. So please, if you do enjoy this content, definitely like and subscribe and share my content far and wide so I can grow my platform and continue making better content for you guys. I really do appreciate all the engagement, and other than that, I'd say we're pretty much done here for the day. So take care, drive safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.